on, step it up.
It's a nice shade on you.
Tina, I just right-clicked on her name and turned her personal volume up for me.
Welcome to this week's session of London's Burning. We start this week a little bit differently, opening up at Kalo's Haven. Kalo is in his haven, lamenting the spot that Tila used to curl up in. As he finishes listening to a voice message that Maxine had delivered to him, he hears a knock upon his door. Someone gently rapping at his chamber door.
I was wondering if you're going to make that quote.
Hey, Shiver. You might want to just switch me and Tina. But continue.
My internet is being such a dick right now.
So you hear a knock at your door, Kalo.
Yeah, and by the way, I did like your quote.
Thank you.
Well, you know. Oh my fucking god! Open the goddamn door!
Standing on the doorstep, in the rain, is a child. The child looks at you and just says, "Are you my daddy?"
No?
The child's eyes glow and they cast Compel, and they ask again, "Are you my daddy?" Oh, for fuck's sake.
Motherfucking internet!
Tell me about it.
Right, so cast Compel?
The child casts Compel upon you, yes.
Yes. So do I roll anything against this?
It depends. Are you going to try and resist?
Well, of course I am, because I don't know who your daddy is, but it ain't me.
So, the child casts Charisma and Dominate for Compel. And you're going to be using Intelligence and Resolve.
Oh, Tommy is such an evil name. Evil small child.
I'm going to re-roll.
Well, if you're going to re-roll, I'm going to re-roll.
Don't forget to burn a willpower then.
Who's a tie go to?
Well, in this case, it's going to go to Tommy. It should normally go to you, but in this case, for story reasons, it's going to go to Tommy.
That's a very good reason. Why, yes, I am your daddy. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
You're my daddy, but I don't know what you do. I remember you rescued me from the orphanage.
Oh, hi! Wait, hold on. I'm your daddy? What do I do?
Can you feed me? I'm
No.
hungry, and it's cold.
I don't have anything to feed you?
Can I at least come in from the shelter, Daddy?
Sure. Hey, who is your mommy?
I don't know. She
Oh.
left me before I was born.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
The child just wanders in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Meanwhile, over in the Radcliffe Hospital, Dr. Boyer has been asked to meet with the hospital administrator. As Dr. Boyer is a rather important consultant in the facility, he has been able to set a specific time to meet with the administrator. He's even able to forego the usual waiting times.
That is proper.
Dr. Boyer enters the office, finding the office in its usual clean state, the smell of various cleaning materials and bleach in the air. The administrator greets Dr. Boyer with a smile. He stands up, and Dr. Boyer notices immediately that the cheap suit the administrator is wearing is crinkled and creased. "Good evening, Doctor. Please, take a seat."
Good evening. Thank you.
I'd like
I'll
to
sit
talk.
down.
I'd like to talk to you about the rather extensive use you've been making of the hospital morgue. It seems that you do have a very extremely high success rate in your treatment of patients, and yet you're still making considerable use of the morgue.
Oh. Which is sometimes necessary, yes, but and the problem is,
Well, it just seems a bit strange, because where are all these bodies coming from that you need to use the morgue for?
well, that's, well, that sometimes happen when, well, we do, but, well, if you have a body, you have to use the morgue, right?
And that's very true, but where are these bodies coming from? That's the mystery here.
Well, this is nothing you really need to worry about.
Do I not?
And I'll use the dominate.
Okay.
I do.
Which power would you like to use?
2 seconds. Need more correct.
I would suggest Cloud Memory, but it is entirely your choice.
Yeah, I think that would be the best. So I roll that.
Nope, no roll required against an unprepared mortal.
Oh.
The administrator looks at you, blank-eyed, a bit of drool coming out of the corner of his mouth, and says, "What are you here for, Dr. Boyer?"
Well, I was wondering if you met someone special lately.
Special? In what way?
Oh, someone who kind of stands out from the crowd, if you...
Nothing
Catch my
springs to
drift?
mind. This is a very strange conversation for you to just walk into my office for. Don't you have any hospital business to attend to?
No, I was just wondering that everything was fine.
Okay, fair enough.
So there's nothing you kind of need me for then? And,
I don't think so.
well, then I think I'll go down and continue my evening.
Please do. The hospital administrator just has this weird look of confusion on his face as he stands up, shakes your hand, and then sits back at his desk looking around, trying to figure out what the fuck he was doing.
So I'll retire from his office. Regarding to his kind of character from before, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Does he kind of with his clothes wrinkled and his kind of a bit shabby look, is that different, very different from his nature of behavior?
It is seemingly out of character, yes.
So there might be something that's bothering him. He could be being somebody could pulling his strings, which is kind of, this is my area.
It could be.
So I will kind of start Actually, before I walk out, I think I'll take a look if there's someone hiding in the office.
There's no one hiding in the office. But I like how you think.
Yeah, even with powers, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, I probably need to put some private investigators on him. So I will arrange that for someone to stalk him and take some pictures of his private life.
Okie dokie.
Of course, under probably under the influence of that dominate, which kind of, if there's a breach of masquerade, they will not kind of go to the newspapers or something like that. They will come to me first.
What are you trying to do here? You trying to cast another dominate power on him?
No, not on him, on the PIs, on the detectives.
Okay.
So if they kind of take a picture of something that is out of a breach of a masquerade, they will come to me, not go to the police. If you understand.
Yep, I do.
Okay. I think I will stop there, unless there's something else.
Nope, I think that's good, Dr. Bowie. Please carry on with the good work.
So I retire.
Much like Kalo's internet has.
And Kalo entirely, it seems. That's what happens when unexpected kids show up.
Bloody dampiers. So, as we approach the start of this week's session, I'd like to say Xavier Long, or Xavier Long's head in this instance, because thank you very fucking much, Kalo. Please do... Aha! Thank you.
Okay,
Fuck.
let's try it again.
Right. Xavier Long, please do a
Start
rouse... Xavier Long, please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state.
He already did.
I succeeded. I rolled a
Lovely.
eight.
The Camarilla Banu Hakim, Blood Scholar, the Sensational Cedra, please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state. The Caitiff, Armon, please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state. You're feeling hungry tonight.
I think I need to refresh roll 20 because none of my rolls are showing up.
The Camarilla Tremere, Dr. Walter Bowie, please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state. You're also feeling a bit hungry tonight. And finally, if it's stable enough, please do a rouse check to awaken from your torpor state. The Camarilla Malkavian,
No,
Kayla
I'm just
Warner.
gonna sleep it out.
Well, at least you didn't gain any hunger tonight.
Hey, by the way, is this the point where we should be rolling for like the aggravated damage and all that stuff too?
If you'd like to do any healing, yes,
Okay, how do we do that?
please do a rouse check. Okay, you may heal whatever your blood potency is. I believe it's 1.
Nope.
You can do a
And I
heal.
gain a hunger.
Yep.
Okay.
Would anyone
And-
else?
Do I also gain the health of my blood potency?
Yes. So 1.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Willpower reset. Apart from
Me too?
nope.
Okay. So not me.
Correct.
Okay.
Would anyone else care to heal? Very well. We open tonight in a coterie domain. A coterie are gathering in their domain to discuss the night's task ahead of them. Cedra is on the domain's landline, probably to one of her herd. On the call itself, to Cedra, you can just about overhear, "I'm so sorry that we were unable to sate your desires, mistress."
That is okay, my children. Sometimes these things happen. I'm just a bit more peckish today.
Well, if we can help you in any way, please tell us, mistress. It would be our absolute pleasure.
You are always at the top of my list.
Thank you, mistress. You look after us so well.
I adore every one of you.
I need a cold shower. The herd member puts down the phone, and it seems that Cedra is going to go on the hunt in the domain. Looking around, the domain's not exactly quiet, not exactly busy, but one person in particular does catch Cedra's attention. Sat on his own, nursing a drink. Would you like to approach your prey, Cedra?
I walk up to him and take the seat across from him and put my hand on the table.
Oh, hi! I'm so pleased to see you. I've been so lonely here.
You looked lonely. You looked like you could use some company.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I'm not in a bad mood, but it's just nice to have someone new to talk to. Who are you?
I am the sensational Cedra. And who do I have the pleasure to meet?
I'm Sam. I'm not very sensational, but I am pleased to see you.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Sam. What do you do?
Oh, I'm just a student.
What do you study?
Physics!
Very interesting. So what are you doing here tonight?
I just thought I'd come out, see if there was anyone interesting. I mean, I'm usually just stuck in the flat alone, so it was nice to just come out and have a drink.
So what brings you here for a drink?
It's local.
Are you from here?
Well, originally or just in general?
Originally.
Well, no.
Tell me about your childhood.
I think you're going to need to do a charisma and persuasion roll for that one. Difficulty is only going to be 2.
What in persuasion?
Charisma and persuasion.
What's your thoughts on the dystopian future that we are currently living in, and its progression as it goes forward in the 21st century? I'm just curious about your views on politics. So.
I think in
I'm
this
re-rolling that.
Okay.
At least you crit.
And
At least
so
it's
it
only the
begins.
persuasion roll. How's that going to be messy?
No.
Well, I mean,
not going
last-
there. No.
Last game, the same thing happened, and the guy's head exploded. So
Well, that was during feeding. In this
Yeah,
instance,
see, I'm just talking. I just want to hear about his childhood.
so because it's a messy critical, the man looks at you very strangely. He says, I don't know why you want to know about my childhood. It seems a bit odd, to say the least.
I just find it's a good conversation opener. Gets people talking.
Well, are you some sort of psychologist?
I've studied that a little, yeah.
Do you have any particular favourite philosophers that stand out in your mind?
I must admit I wasn't expecting that question, so I don't have an answer for you.
Well, it seems a bit weird that you're going to start a conversation with me and not go anywhere with it.
Well, I mean, if I'm bothering you, I can move on.
It's up
And
to
I
you.
reach out and I let my fingers brush his hand.
Go on.
So like I said, are you from here?
No, but I'm beginning to think I might start becoming a regular.
Well, we are always happy to see you here.
Well, I'm very happy to see you here too. Do you come here often?
All the time. So tell me more about...
Well, what would you like to know?
Well, where did you grow up?
I grew up around Marcham. It's a stupid little village. It's not got much there. There's some grass. It's really interesting.
That sounds nice, though. Did you have a good childhood?
Well, depends on what you mean by good. My father would usually beat me until morale improved. And I seem to be having some sort of epileptic fit at the moment.
You know, it seems a little hot in here. Would you like to step outside for a second?
Yeah, sure, I like where this is going.
And I brush against his fingers again as I stand up and slowly walk to the...
Sam leaps up like an overactive dog and follows you. If he had a tail, it would be wagging at full pelt.
I lead him out around to the back of the building where there's some privacy.
So do you often take people you've just met round here?
I just find that it's quieter back here. And I brush his cheek and lean into him when I...
I have to say I've never done anything like this before. I mean, I barely even know your name.
Again, I'm the sensational Cedra. And then I sink my teeth into him.
If you would like to do a feeding roll, please. Slowly. Don't shake your head at
Actually,
me.
how do you do a feeding roll?
Blood and XP, I believe. You should have a predator thing. Okay, that was a success. If you would like to feed on him for the remainder of the scene, you may slake 2 hunger. If you want to, you could completely drain him, slake 5 hunger, but that will cost you humanity.
I don't completely drain him. I just sate my hunger. Give him another brush on the cheek. And say, thank you. This was very pleasant.
Will I ever see you again?
Of course. I'm around here all the time.
Sam sort of pants, bit sweat, stumbles off. Meanwhile, while all this was going on, meaning Cedra was, shall we say, out back, whilst the rest of the coterie were discussing the night ahead of them. I believe Xavier has received a text from Voldris, and the coterie as a whole also received a hand-delivered note from Pandora.
What's on the note?
You know, the women in my life, the ones I don't want in my life, seem to be real needy right now.
Why don't you let her wait them?
Say it again?
Let's just make her wait.
Make which one? Pandora? I don't think she's waiting. Valdris? I don't think she's waiting either.
Well, it's up to you. But we should at least go to Pandora.
You're at least coming with me to see Valdris too. She's asking about the dead guy.
Which dead guy?
Which of them?
Which? The one we were just in his apartment at. The one where Cedra literally snuck up on us while we were trying to investigate apartment, where the old lady was staring out the window. That dead guy.
Oh, that dead guy.
Dead guys you know, Doctor, like...
Oh. I'll point at you. 1. Well, point at the other one. 2.
Been
So,
hanging out with Kayla way too much. I will...
After yeah, go ahead.
Xavier, I
will
trust your
summon
judgment
her
on
card.
who we should see.
You're not here, Cedra. You're out back having fun with Sam.
Oh, well, never mind. Screw you guys.
I summoned the car from Pandora.
Car's only going to take about 5-10 minutes to arrive.
Yeah.
Black car with tinted windows. Drives up. Almost silently arrives. Doesn't even sound the horn. You can hear the engine outside, waiting.
Halo!
What?
It's time to go.
Why?
What do we say to him? I don't know what to say to why. Like we gotta have word bones. We gotta lead him on.
Because we're going to go and see Pandora.
We're going to see Pandora.
Fine. I'll be there in a second, Mom.
Anybody seen Cedra?
I walk from the back, see and recognize the car, and just get in.
Yeah, I'll wander to the front and get in the car.
Kaylor gets
Drive.
in the front.
No.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say if Kaylor gets in the front, I definitely get in the back.
I'm already sitting in the back.
Then I sit in the back.
I don't care. I'll just get in whatever. As soon as I sit down, though, I text Valdris back. Have a meeting. We'll be over after.
You get a text back almost instantly. It says, "Hurry the fuck up. VX."
Oh shit. I put the phone in my pocket.
Driver turns his head and says, "So where am I taking you tonight?"
Onward, valiant steed, to Pandora!
You heard the man.
Is there anything you'd like to discuss in the car, or would you like to just go straight to Pandora's Haven?
I got nothing.
You got a bit of blood just there. That's it. Coterie exit the
that's
vehicle.
right, we were...
I'll probably notify. During the trip, I'll notify the guys that I might have someone interfering on my domain and Haven. So, just for your knowledge, I might need your help at some time, if you could be so kind.
Interfering how?
Well, if they are trying to get influence into my haven or domain, that is not a good thing. So,
Are you safe? Do you need to worry about someone breaking into your haven at night? Day?
no, I think that is going to be fine, but someone who is trying to take control of the hospital, I do believe.
So you're telling us, after all your shenanigans, somebody's finally caught on?
That's a fun word.
Caught on?
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Okay.
Shenanigans. 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 Shenanigans.
After about 10 minutes, with Kalo just repeating the word shenanigans in various different ways,
Shenanigans!
with their various different emphases, the coterie exit the vehicle. You step out one by one, and the February wind chills even your undead bones. The streets are empty save for a few passing cars on the main road. The Ripper has instilled fear among kindred and kine alike, forcing them to stay safe in their homes. Before you lies the Burlington House Hotel.
Shenanigans!
I walk up. I'm Xavier Long. It is darkest before the morning star breaks the night.
You haven't even gone inside the hotel yet.
I said I walk in and walk out.
Okay. So you went to the hotel. It is immaculate, clean, and the smell of roses linger faintly in the air. The reception desk before you, you see a thin, well-dressed man behind the desk. He greets you with a smile and says, "How may I help you? Are you looking for a room for the night? Because we have some vacancies available."
Do you want me to repeat it?
No, it's fine.
I will. I don't care.
And the rest of your party?
Did he say he had bacon available?
I just follow him up to the desk.
The man looks at you with a smile. "May I help you?"
I'm assuming Xavier said the thing.
Xavier introduced himself and said the thing, yes.
At this point, I also walk up and get like awkwardly next to, as close to without touching Cedra as I can. And I'm like, I'm with her.
Shenanigans!
I only
And
know who
he's
one of
with
you
us,
are.
Kalo face palms very loudly. Cedra, say the thing.
It is darkest before the morning breaks the night.
And your
Didn't
name?
you say that already?
I think we have to say it each. He needs to know your name too. Name passcode. This is how this shit works.
Out of game, I
I
would
am
like to remind
Steven.
you of the traditions where you must introduce yourselves to someone whose domain you enter.
I am the sensational Cedra. It is darkest where the morning breaks the night.
Morning Star.
Morning star breaks the night.
Hey, Mon, get out of her ass, man. She can handle this herself. You're already correcting her words. Jesus.
And the other three?
I am Amon, and it is darkest before the morning star breaks the night.
The man tilts his head, looks at Dr. Bowier and Kalo.
Shenanigans!
Please tell me that works for him.
I am Dr. Walter Bowier, and it is darkest just before the morning star breaks the dawn.
The four of you may enter.
Kalo, Tell the nice man your name.
Who the hell's a nice man here?
Jesus. I text Pandora. We're here. We're having difficulties with your favorite one.
The man looks down. He looks at you and he says, "Though it goes against what I've been told, the 5 of you may enter. Walk down the hall. Second door on the left."
Shenanigans!
Thank you, sir.
Just stares blankly, looking forward.
Pardon us. He's extremely difficult.
The man gives you a slight smile.
I walk upstairs.
Follow Xavier.
There's no elevator? Shenanigans!
Can we get a leash for Kalo like people get for their toddlers?
Who's
Like one
putting
of
it
those
around their waist?
Like monkey
Yeah.
backpacks where you hold on to the
Yeah,
tail.
exactly.
Yeah.
Kalo needs a monkey backpack.
I can't have a papoose. I will totally ride around in a papoose on you.
What's a papoose?
Those ones where they strap it to the front.
Yeah. Can you
I don't
imagine
think I
a
could
fully
carry
grown
you.
man sitting in a papoose on another fully grown human? Sorry, vampire.
You walk into the room that you were instructed to. It's fresh, laid out, clean. Pandora isn't present, so you help yourselves to a seat each. After a short
Is
time,
that papaya? No. It's not.
Pandora walks through from the kitchen through the beaded curtain, that's the word, and greets you. Looks at Kalo in particular and says, "You should know the traditions, Mad One.
Shenanigans.
Yes, you've
He
been
has a
playing
new
shenanigans."
favorite word.
Do I have to remind you of the traditions again, Kalo?
I think you
No?
should.
I will have a Nosferatu send you another copy.
Shenanigans!
I tell you, if you do that to the prince, you wouldn't be left standing.
Oh, she'd be doing us a huge favor.
I've looked into the vitae smuggling that you told me about, and I must admit that my sway in court is not what it used to be. But when I looked into this, I met stiff resistance at best, and outright hostility at worst. I find myself blocked. All I could discern from this is that someone with enough influence, either through fear, power, or perhaps both, wants this buried. I cannot guarantee your safety in looking into this, and I may not be able to offer you much assistance. The Ivory Tower itself will also not be able to help you. That said, I do have some insight for you. And keep your eyes open for suspicious activities in warehouses and back alleys. I did have the wharf you went to investigated. The place was deserted of anything you mentioned, at least to kind standards. There were the remains, however, of a card found. To a mortal's eyes, it appears blank. However, I was able to discern that it had an insignia upon it at one point. I couldn't make out the entire logo due to the majority of the card being destroyed, but I had one of my more artistic ghouls recreate what could be seen. As the wharf was cleaned out, that would imply these smugglers have other ways into the city and significant resources.
Shenanigans!
Shenanigans indeed.
Not really from.
This is what I was able to discern. Is it of anything to any of you?
It seems suspicious that no one higher up would care if contaminated blood is getting in the city.
Was it contaminated?
We can't confirm it's contaminated, Cedra. It was just an assumption. It's a good lead. It's very possible.
It should at least be concerning.
It is very concerning.
You know how they are. You know how that Dick Seneschal is too. So
Would anyone care for a glass of Vitae while you're here?
Ooh.
I wouldn't mind.
I'll take one.
Pandora turns around and walks back into the kitchen. Comes back with 2 full wine glasses of Vitae. Presents them
While
to
she's
Xavier and
gone,
Armon.
While she's gone, though, Xavier looks at Kalo. We should get some of those beads for your house.
Why?
I think they're cool.
Why?
If you got a cat, it would like playing with them.
I don't have a cat.
Well, you should get a cat.
No, don't.
I don't want a cat.
Pandora returns, presents the wine glasses to Armon and Xavier. You may slake one hunger. Now, to some Camarilla business. There's a possible Ripper murder scene that we want you to look into. The Ivory Tower is anxious to have more information, and since your coterie was so adept at dispatching the last issue, I was keen for you to show them just how valuable a resource you are. The site has only been given a summary clean by the authorities. We stopped them contaminating it with their own methods of investigation until you were able to arrive and inspect it for yourselves. It's just off of Blackburn Close, near to where Armon has his haven, in fact.
Then we shall go.
Question.
Yes?
Answer.
If we do this for you, can you do something for us?
That's not how it works, but please tell me what favor you want.
You know anybody that speaks Japanese?
Yes?
Why would you need someone that speaks Japanese?
Kalo, you heard the damn recording. We've got a recording we recovered.
Yeah, what about it?
We need... Did you figure it out, Kalo?
No. I have people for that.
Anyways,
Did you
have
get
a
someone to
recording we need to
translate it
use.
already?
Do you not use Booble Translate or Yatar Translate?
It's not perfect.
It's very broken.
Yeah.
Leave me the message, and I will see what our Primogen has to say, but I can't guarantee anything. She has been in a black mood lately. Any other questions?
Nope.
Are we sure we want to pass this to her?
Nope, I wasn't gonna say anything, but since Cat's out of the bag, yeah, Pandora, we're not really sure we want her to listen to this.
Now I'm more intrigued
I don't
than
mind
ever.
you hearing it, but what?
And now I'm more intrigued than ever.
Yep. We'll send it over. It's back in our domain.
Well,
Very
I mean,
well.
if you... Alright.
Do you know something, Kalo?
Big question.
I have
Big-
people for that.
You have what?
I know people.
This seems
know
like a
people that
discussion
can
you should not
translate
be
this
having
for
in
us?
my haven.
Yes, we'll be leaving. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your hospitality.
You're most welcome. Don't ever leave my
Shenanigans!
haven again.
Beads look great. I'll walk out the door.
Before you go, Kalo.
Yeah?
I have something for you that might be of interest.
Ooh.
Pandora hands Kalo some pamphlets on pet cloning. The company that does
Cloning? Oh, God.
the company that does this is run by Aventru. He will be willing to help you, as members of the Camarilla. It is a lot cheaper. I would be willing to, and able to send you on your travels to Asia. I suggest, though, that perhaps Armon would want to help you with the cost of the actual reproduction. I should warn you, though, that although it would be a perfect clone, the process the Ventru used to make your dog is slightly different to the one they use for the kine. Your pet would be the subject of a blood bond to you.
Well, at the very least, I have the pamphlet now.
Out of sight of Kalo, I just like clutch my chest and like, oh, thank God.
Now you may fuck off.
Shenanigans.
I turn around and leave.
Me too.
Bye, Pandora! They want to run off. I don't know why they don't ever ask me questions when I tell them answers.
They underestimate the Malkavians every single time. They obviously don't know your value.
Bye! I'll call you later.
Please don't. The car outside is still waiting. The guy on the reception stares blankly at the front door. You will leave and bundle into the car.
Pub dread.
Is there anything you wish to discuss on your travels?
Kalo.
Halo.
This is gonna be good.
I just
Stereo.
lean back into my seat. I'll enjoy the show.
Before they even start, I'm like, hey, Kayla, can I see one of those pamphlets?
Oh, sure. Here's one of them. What do you want to... Okay, here you go.
I just want to look at it, thanks. And I just sit in the back of the car and look at the pamphlet.
Ladies first.
So, Kalo, can you
Yes,
get
stereo
the
one,
tape? Can you get the tape in Japanese translated for us?
I mean, I could.
Will you? Please.
I don't know why I would, though.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, why should I get it translated again?
Would you pass the translation along to the rest of us?
Well, I mean, I could, but, I mean, do you want it like right now, or do you want to get a notebook first? I'm not really sure how this works.
Cedra technically always carries a notebook on her. Even though real life Cedra doesn't have one on her.
It was like after the experiments in China, we're ready to deploy it in Oxford, yada yada yada. Something about material wealth and corruption and the Gaki? Something about the Gaki. That's what it was.
What's the Gaki?
I hate you, Discord. I hate you so much right now. Being such a dick, Internet. But you are. You are being such a dick, Internet and Discord.
This is so Malkavian. What's the Gaki?
Oh.
I just almost had Walter screwed up my nose.
That's amazing.
Ugh.
You know, it would be payback. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
It
as
would
far
be,
as
yeah.
that was all. Oh. Damn your Discord!
Worst stream ever.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is great.
Right. So
At least
we're
it's
doing
not
a
like
different
the
tack on
time
this
we
shit.
all got muted every time we took a drink.
Mm-hmm.
That was Skype. I'm beginning
So
to
I'm
see the
very
virtues
sorry
of
about
Skype
that.
again.
We are going to have to go slightly different approach on this one, and I probably will not be able to use my computer. But I am doing my best. Yeah.
Turn your phone sideways.
I think that'll...
There you go.
Oh, it worked!
Mm-hmm.
Hey, check that out, right? Alright, so where the fuck were we?
Gaki. What the fuck are the Gaki? I don't know.
Nice. Were you guys gonna ask more? Or, I mean, is that
Kalo, do you have a direct translation, or you have just a bunch of jumbled letters?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
I don't know. I didn't bring it with me.
Where's it at?
It's in my haven.
Should we stop and get it?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
you
pretty
can
sure
get
that's
matching. You can get matching customized dog tags too.
Oh, that's
I'm just
handy.
sitting there flipping through this pamphlet.
Let's go speak to Valders first. You gotta head over towards... No. Fuck.
Pub Dread.
Are we telling Valders about this recording or not?
You know her best. Do you have a suggestion?
I don't know her for shit.
I don't know her.
What's her purpose for knowing it?
Well, I mean, I know that she's really fucking clumsy.
Well, the
She
purpose...
kept running into me.
Kalo?
Yeah.
The purpose is she sent us on a mission to find out what was happening to her pet, who was dead, with all signs pointing to this art gallery with this fucking recording in it. It all ties.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, DM, I probably in this time would have been able to charge that guy's phone and look into like who Sarah was or whatever, right? Like,
Well, you could certainly have
between-
charged the phone, yeah.
Okay. Well, I just mean like look through his phone for
No.
any more information. Okay.
You need to... It's encrypted.
Gotcha.
God, if
God.
only you knew someone that was like good with computers or some shit.
Yeah, right. Hey, Kalo, I actually have that guy's phone.
Okay. Why do you have a phone?
Because it was in the dead guy's apartment. And we were trying to see if there's any more helpful information on the phone. Can you do that? Because I can't get on the phone.
Well, I mean, I suppose I could.
And I hand Kalo the phone.
So is the phone, am I able to like open the phone at all? Or is it like locked?
It is locked.
Damn it. Okay. Can I try to get through the lock?
Intelligence and technology, difficulty of 3, please.
Okay. Do I get a bonus for hacking?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that
So that
one of
gives me
your
a +1
specialties?
modifier, right?
Yes.
You have a specialty in hacking? That's dope.
Right, I am totally taking willpower on that shit. And clearly, my willpower is saying, nope. Fuck it, I'll burn one more! Go for broke! I fucking hate you, Dice. I fucking hate you with a fucking passion.
It was difficulty 3, so you succeed.
I know. Oh, I know. But it took 2 fucking willpower. With that many goddamn dice! Motherfucker. Anyway, okay, so now that I've got into it, I'm gonna play Candy Crush.
Okay.
Kalo, did you get in?
Hold up. I'm still, working on it.
Who's sitting next to Kalo?
I'm in the back, so I don't know. Not me.
Whoever the fuck is sitting next to Kalo?
Well, when you all got in the car, you all avoided him.
I was in the back driver's side, and that Amon was in the middle, so he was sitting next to me. But I don't know where anyone.
I assume the car has like 2 back seats facing each other. It's not like a Toyota Camry.
Right.
Oh, it's one of those ones with like the Okay, I get what you're
It
saying.
holds 4 in the back, 1 up front.
Nice. That's a lot of
I
junk in the
assume
trunk.
Xavier's up front.
Unless the doctor took it.
Whatever is free, and so.
I'll take the back passenger side facing backwards.
Cedra, where'd you say you were sitting at again?
Back behind the driver's
Back
side.
driver's side, so I would be facing forwards.
Okay.
So
No,
if you were
you're
sitting
back-
next
you're
to me, you'd be passenger side facing forward.
This isn't that
Yeah.
hard. I'll say because the doctor said he leaned back, he's up front. So I'm sitting next to Kayla. I look over. Give me that phone.
What? No, hold on. I just got beat
You're
this level.
playing a damn game.
Well, yeah. Candy
No.
Crush is good shit, man.
I reach for the phone to grab it.
No.
If you want to grab the...
fleetness.
Oh, okay. That's passive and a success straight away.
I got a rouse check.
Is it a rouse check for fleetness?
I believe so.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. It doesn't automatically succeed. So if you want me to roll something,
Just do the rouse check, first of all, please.
ooh,
Dexterity and... Dexterity. Difficulty of 2.
I add. Do I automatically add the 3 successes because I've got 3 dots in celerity, or do I just put 3 modifiers?
You
I
add
always
3.
forget this.
For this one, you just add 3. To any,
Just add.
to any success.
I'm gonna re-roll that. So 5.
Yep.
We're gonna spend all of our willpower in the car.
I know, right?
You successfully
Just turning
managed
into
to...
one of those nights.
You successfully managed to take the phone out of Kalo's slightly firm grasp.
Oh man, I almost beat that level.
You can have the phone back after we get info off of it.
I love the fact that he's actually playing Candy Crush as well.
Right? Right?
Is he really?
No.
I
I'm
flip
not
through
actually
the phone
playing Candy Crush.
to see if I see anything suspicious, like the name of the art gallery, any type of Japanese name, text and contacts.
You see plenty of texts referring to art galleries in general, meetings at night. They allude to an artist, but if you do...
You said they allude to an artist?
Yes.
Okay.
If you do an
Not
intelligence...
lewds of an artist. Big difference.
If you do an intelligence and awareness check for me at difficulty 2, please.
I'm rolling their willpower. I'm not doing the
It's
beast.
one of those nights.
Okay.
The name Sarah keeps popping up. The spelling is a little bit different from what you expect. You strongly suspect that this might be a Japanese contact.
I hand the phone to Cedra. Look at this.
I hold the phone upside down for a second until I figure out how to orient it. Put it sideways, it turns sideways. I put it up, it turns up. Like, oh, is that the same Sarah?
I don't know. Can I see it?
No.
I hand it back to Xavier because I really don't want anything to do with the phone.
Does it give an address at all? In
No.
any text? Okay. Kayla, did you get the passcode or did you just hack into it?
Well, I mean, is there a difference?
Yes, because if I hand this phone over, I need to give the person who I'm going to give it to the passcode.
Man. Fine,
So that's
I'll
fine.
change it.
You can hack into the. Wait, you'll change what?
Oh, what do you want the passcode to be?
Just set it to 1111.
Okay.
Please.
Can I have the phone to set it?
Yes, and you can play Candy Crush until we get to Pub Dread.
What? Why the fuck would I want to play Candy Crush? Peggle the shit, man.
All right, but I don't care what you play. I throw it at him. He's sitting right next to me. I just throw it in his lap.
I throw it at him. 2 feet. Ow! Anyway, so, Shiver, I would like to change the passcode to 0000.
Intelligence and technology difficulty of 1, please.
You got it.
Please don't fuck this up.
It's, dude. Look at how we've been rolling tonight. I'm just tossing it out there.
That's why I say difficulty 1.
Oh,
Lovely.
thank fucking God! I can change a goddamn password.
I love how you rolled 6 successes on a 1 difficulty.
Uh-huh. Oh, dude. You have no idea.
Oh, man. I love
You've
this
successfully changed the passcode to 0000.
Okay.
Anything
I'm
else
gonna
you'd
play
like
me
to...
some fucking Peggle.
At this point, yep. Let's just get on. The car drives in almost perfect silence for about 10 minutes. The only sounds you can hear are the sounds of Beggle coming out of the phone. The driver sighs heavily as the car stops outside Pub Dread.
Procedure, it's really great. Lately, everybody we've come in contact with seems to garner the same feelings towards Kalo as we do.
It's nice to have someone who understands.
Tell me about it.
The coach park up and slowly enter Pub Dread. As you walk in, you are struck by the thick smell of tobacco smoke in the air. The sounds of people in various levels of intoxication almost drowns out the music coming over the speakers. The barman is plying his trade and pouring drinks in between listening to the stories of customers.
I walk up to the bar. I just bust out my phone and show him I just point to the bottom text from Baldrith.
He looks at it, gives you this nod and says like that, gestures behind him.
I walk behind him. I tell everybody to follow me.
Follow Xavier.
You make your way up the familiar stairs to Valdris's office. Upon opening the door, you are greeted to a much cleaner smell and the sound of air conditioning. Valdris looks up at you, gestures to seats in front of her.
You rang.
I take a seat.
What have you discovered?
What haven't we discovered?
I'm more interested to know about Anthony.
He's dead.
This is a shame. How did it
We
happen?
didn't do it.
Okay, that's an interesting response. How did it happen?
Well,
I don't think the doctor was able to tell. He was dead for a while.
not exactly sure, but quite a few confusing clues to link him to some, it seems like shady things. Also, did you know he keeps a shoe in the microwave?
It wouldn't surprise me.
He's
He
a
was
bachelor, that's normal.
a character.
Anyways, Kalo,
Yeah?
hand her the phone.
Which phone?
The phone you were playing Beggle on.
Okay. I'll give her the phone.
He should have changed the passcode.
What's the passcode on this?
Should have changed it to 1111. I guess now's the time to figure out if Kalo listened to me or not.
She enters in the numbers, frowns, and says, "It's not 1111."
He's Malkavian. How do you think we should resolve this?
Kayla, what's the password?
0000.
She adjusts her heavily set chest. Looks through the phone.
Well, I mean, like, you know, it's not really, like, you know.
Go on, Mad One.
Well, I was just saying, you know, it's not. That wouldn't make enough sense.
How do you put up with him?
It's not 15.
Well, it's more of we have to.
He's
Like-
about
like-
this much more useful than he is worth killing.
I mean,
I'll believe it when I see it.
It's not 15, so I mean, what?
Well, I mean,
Why
he
would
was
I make
able
it
to hack
15?
into that phone and change the passcode to where you were able to get in it and see all the information there about Sarah.
Lucky.
Like, it makes
lucky
much more
me.
sense to be a 0 instead of a 15.
Anyways, we visited one of these art galleries.
What did you find?
Nothing. Except for
Definitely
a
not
computer,
15 nothing either.
computer and a recording. You speak Japanese?
No.
Well, neither do we.
So you don't know what was on the recording?
I don't. Kalo keeps saying he has people that can figure it out. Kalo, will you tell the nice lady what you translated on the the answer machine?
I didn't translate anything.
What your friends translated on the answer machine?
What does the fucking recording
Oh,
say?
it was like something about experiments in China and that they're ready to deploy like in Oxford, and then there was something about the Gaki. Yeah, the Gaki.
I don't know what the hell that is. But it does
Yeah, I don't
confirm-
know either.
Damn
It
it,
does
I was hoping you'd
confirm.
know.
It does confirm my own suspicions that this disease is not of a natural origin. That must mean that there's a cure
Ew,
for it
Goku.
somewhere.
It means China.
Here's my question.
Yes?
Art galleries seem to be a popular hangout spot for people. Are they spreading it through drinks? Wine, possibly? Vitae itself?
That's an interesting proposal. They wouldn't need to spread it through Vitae. They would just need to spread it through Kine, and then from the Kine, naturally, it would spread to us. I don't know what Gaki is or means, but I will pass this information on to the Baron. In the meantime, I suggest you be careful about what or who you feed on. Apart from that one. That one I couldn't give a shit about.
We have the same sentiment.
Do you have any other information for me?
Not at this time. I believe we have something to investigate up in the old Camarilla territory.
You know, in our great big tracts of land.
Yeah, it's a fucking joy, let me tell you.
If it keeps the peace between us and the Ivory Tower, then for now it's useful. Don't trust those Camarilla, though. I hope you
In
won't
our
be
great
swayed.
big tracts of land. Never trust them.
I won't be swayed, as long as they've got that jackass up there with the prince.
Ah, you've met the Sombra, I see.
Oh, I've met him.
Why would he sway?
How do you
We should
not
get out of
put
here
tape
before
over
Caleb
him?
gets himself killed.
I'm kind of hoping maybe he gets straightened out hanging in places like this. Not everybody's as lenient as Pandora is.
You've met Pandora.
Unfortunately, she's our caretaker.
Interesting
that-
character.
I give Xavier a "you're telling her too much" type of look.
Mhm.
It plays great music.
Not that Pandora, buddy.
I don't think it's that Pandora.
What did you think of the La Sombra?
He's a dick.
This is true, but do you have any
He's
more?
kind of a dick, yeah.
He's
Any
a
deeper
shady
insights?
What was
He's
that?
the worst. He's the worst kind of sociopathic dick there is.
Are you
Wait,
aware?
how do you know that he's a shady dick? Did you, like, check?
Are you aware of the La Sombra's history?
No.
That they look down upon everyone else? Yeah.
Oh, so much more than that.
Hey. Start, like, nudging everyone. Hey, do you remember him pulling down his pants? And I don't remember him checking TV with a shady dick.
I wasn't there.
I don't think I was there either.
Have you been made aware of the Sabbat?
Do you suppose he likes shady dick? Because, I mean, maybe we can see about hooking him up.
Wait. What do you know about the Sabbat?
I know the Sabbat were... How should we put this? They used to be here before we were. They're psychopathic, sociopathic monsters. And the La Sombra used to be one of the founding clans until they decided to defect to the Camarilla.
Yay us.
I don't know if it's a genuine defection or a trick, but it's certainly something you should most definitely be wary of. Even within the Camarilla, the La Sombra are not trusted, nor should they be.
I mean, if that's what he's into, we can totally find someone to do that for him.
At this point, I kind of like take Kalo and I'm like, I think we're gonna go wait in the car.
What's with the mask?
Oh, you're totally right. We can plan it out better there.
He got hit with the ugly stick too many times when he was made.
Wow.
I just kind of give it like you just see me quick turn and look at Xavier,
Something-
but I don't say anything.
Oh my god.
Very
So
well.
my computer and my phone are not fighting.
Nice.
Run along.
Toodles. I turn and walk out.
Thank you for the audience, I say before I leave.
This isn't the Camarilla, my dear. We don't do such things here. But thank you for at least trying to show some respect.
Thank you for not fucking killing us and for the info. I turn around and walk away.
The car is still waiting outside.
Well, thank God for small favors.
Guess we're going to Kalo's domain now.
We should go to the crime scene before all the evidence is gone.
Now I've been thinking, Caesar, you still have that diary notebook from Anthony's apartment, right?
I do.
And you said you wrote down the names of all the paintings and whatnot that were written on the whatchamacallit at the art museum. In there.
I did.
But the one painting that was like stand out on display at the art museum that we saw was not listed there.
Correct.
And in Anthony's text, he alluded to a specific artist Could that be who we're looking for? I'm saying this openly so everybody can hear it, so I don't know if it just seems like things are kind of falling into place the more we learn.
On that note, we'll take a break.
Sweet.
So, you are in the car, on the way to whatever destination you would like to go to.
I think we were headed to Kalos domain, correct?
I thought we were headed to the crime scene.
Sounds like you need to discuss it.
I don't care where we go. I could have swore I thought we were going to Kalos because we were going to get the translation of the thing.
Is one on the way to the other?
Yeah, why not? Just pick up the translation and go to the crime scene, right?
Kalos is like up here, the crime scene is like...
So they're
It's not
both
my
out.
gas.
Well, it's
Pandora's
not-
gas. Let's go wherever the hell we want.
Amon, would you mind going in with him to make sure he doesn't fuck around in his own domain?
As long as he doesn't shoot me, sure.
I feel like you two need a bond.
I mean, like, I totally agree with you. I need to bond with him. Bond. James Bond.
The car carries on in the direction of Kalos Haven, with Kalos shouting out many James Bond impressions on the way. The car pulls up.
Yes, hello, Money Penny.
Apparently he went inside his haven.
As Noskavian said, the
But
Madness
on-
Network is interfering with him today.
I missed that a bit. Did you say that we got there? I thought you said that we were on the way still.
You pulled up.
Okay, gotcha. Well, in that case, I'll, get out of my car, head over towards my haven, check my pocket for my keys, pull out some paper, grab the keys, unlock the door,
I'm just sitting there watching him.
relock the door, unlock the door, check to make sure it's unlocked, relock the door, unlock the door, open the door, walk inside,
As you walk
walk
in,
back outside, relock the door, head back towards the car. Hey, that was my pocket!
Ah,
What did he say?
it's in his pocket.
I am quite impressed you holding your rage down.
Yeah, me too. And I just get back in the car.
I can't
I'll get
really
back
kill
in
a
the car,
vampire
too.
in Camarilla territory, so yeah, I have no choice.
the driver turns around and says, "So where am I taking you now?"
To the crime scene!
Blackburn?
Blackburn Road. Blackburn Close. sorry.
Road?
Blackburn Close.
I see, I've never heard of a road called that. That's why I was confused. Okay, Blackburn Close. Fucking Brits.
The car starts up. Well, it never really stopped. Turns around, drives off. The traffic is quite light. If there's anything you wish to discuss about your approach to the murder scene, Now is the time.
Doctor,
Oh.
I feel like you're
Yes.
gonna head this one up.
Well,
Just don't steal any body parts, please.
Kalo,
Yes.
can I see the translation that you have written down,
No.
please?
I don't know. You weren't the one who asked for it, so I don't think that'd be right to let you see it.
Or can you give it to the person that asked for it?
Well, can't I read it instead? I want to read it.
Go ahead and read it out loud.
I can read it out loud?
Yes, please read it
Sorry,
out loud.
Doctor. Give us a second.
How loud would you like me to read it?
in
Oh.
a normal voice.
Yeah, we're in a car. Please don't yell.
All right, fine. Okay, let's see. Yada yada yada. Gaki.
Read it
Alright,
word
you get
for
it?
word.
Oh. All right. Let's see. After success of the experiment in Chugoku, we are ready to deploy the disease in Oxford. Deployment will begin immediately. We only need to send in a handful. The illness is extremely. It says catching. I think that's kind of a weird word here, though. I mean, like, I kind of debate that. I'm not sure if it really is catching or like if it's supposed to be like another word, but catching is kind of close to it. But I mean, I guess that works. So it won't take long for it to spread. Begin in the so-called Anarch territory. There are far more fragments, and eliminating them will make our push to the Canaanites camera much easier. We anticipate no problems. These foreigner idiots are easily corrupted by material. Well, of course, we're trying to indicate that the SARS virus, it will take them months to divide the cure. By the time that they destabilize enough, the Canada population will gain this sort of stuff, like Nagaki will gain enough control and Oxford to oust the Camarilla, and from there we will all take the lands once belonged to the damn Mithras.
I'm sorry, to the what?
What?
The land that once belonged to what?
The damn Mithras.
Mithras.
Interesting.
So we're back on Mithras.
Well, it seems like there's organizations that try to make a base of operations here.
Yeah.
Which is
You
called
guys-
the Gaki.
Yeah, specifically a doctor. You remember that church we found where they were doing some kind of I don't know, ritual in there, and
Yeah.
Harry told us to beware one with the mask.
Yeah, but wasn't that the cult of Mithras?
Yes.
And they are saying that the force called the Gaki is going to throw out the Camarilla, which once belonged to the damned Mithras, which is we have an opposite side of the cult.
Yeah, but my point is if they got word of it, they obviously would want to fight back.
Yeah,
What do you suppose they're chewing?
that is true.
So we should tell the cult of Mithras?
Not tell. I think we should use it more strategically for our benefit. But if we can find out more info, we may be able to slip some info to them to tip them off. Just keep an eye out. It's a thought.
It's a good thought. I like the idea.
Wait, does that mean that you're a shady dick too?
Do you want to check?
No, the doctor's
No,
not a dick. He's
but-
just shady.
I mean, if you are, then like, I've heard that there's someone around that might like that sort of thing. So I mean, you know, if you just look down, you like that sort. I mean, maybe I can put you in touch.
Well, you have a shade on your dick anyway, so it should be a shaded dick anyway.
I don't want to hear about this.
Look,
Oh,
I'm just
so
trying to
doctor-
figure out. I think he hasn't got laid in a while.
We're gonna need to rely. I will kill you where you stand, Kalo.
What?
So anyway,
Shit.
we have a
Over
bigger
there.
problem here. Something that affects us personally.
This affects
What?
me personally.
What happens if we feed from someone that has this disease?
Well, you definitely won't turn Chinese. Although I'm not really sure what they're chewing.
So what are you saying, Cedra? We need to have little checkpoints in our domain and check everybody's fever when they come through?
Maybe. Or care more about sanitation? Or I don't know. We should think about
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you do that, the Nosferatu might get a little pissed off. I'm just saying. They
Pissed off
kind of
about
like
what?
sewers, and I mean, sure, they like things being clean, but they're still sewers.
We should try to find a way to find out or make a device that find out if it's contaminated or not. The blood.
Which blood?
Maybe I shall make a ritual for this. Hmm. I'll take out my notebook and start write down notes for preparing to make a ritual for this.
That's a good idea. So you think you can make it so we can detect whether or not our victim has this disease?
Yeah, should be able to do that.
Well, I mean, are you sure, or are you just guessing, or like, how's this work?
Well, if you take a base from the ritual called Blood Walk, you should be able to study the blood itself without, well, making your contaminated yourself. But
So you're saying that you would be able to do this? Because like, you start talking about like this and that and rituals, and all I hear is. So I mean, I'm just trying to. Is it like a yes or a no on that?
That's what we hear most of the time when you're talking.
She's got a good point.
So
Yeah, you
I mean,
say
like,
a whole bunch
that's
of fucking
expected
nothing.
if it's me. I don't really know. Like, it's the doctor. He's not supposed to sound like me. That's the whole point.
I might be. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, you're saying you don't know? Okay. It's a lot easier to just say I don't know.
Right now, we're on our way to what is supposed to be a crime scene. I'm pretty sure we don't have to worry about this virus here.
I don't know. Is this Oxford or not?
Should have just left him at home.
I don't think they're related.
I don't either. I'm saying we should focus more on what we're about to do.
Yes, there might be some remnants after this murder. I would like to see that.
So you're saying that you don't want to listen to me because I bring up the fact that it's probably still in Oxford, and they said specifically that they were going to deploy it in Oxford?
Nope, you're missing the point. Hey, Kalo, remember the Ripper?
No?
You don't remember the Oxford Ripper?
Wait! Oh yeah, the artist!
Yes.
Artist?
Yeah. Him.
Why do you all think the artist is the Oxford Ripper?
Yeah, that's what I'm
What?
wondering.
No, I'm just saying, the whole artist thing.
Okay, well, the Oxford Ripper, not the person that has to do with the Japanese voicemail.
You mean the one that, like, we were following after Jack the Ripper, and we ended up across the whole Mithras thing, which then led us to the fact that there was this one architect that was, or was it architect? Yeah, I thought it was an architect that, like, knew the one artist, and that was the artist that we even went to the apartment of? That one?
No idea what you're talking about.
I think he just figured this out. Either that or he's known.
I mean, the person that we thought was the Ripper was an architect.
You talking about the person we killed in the ice rink?
No, that was another person. Although we did think they were the Ripper, I thought.
Yes.
Yeah, she was a feral.
The car continues on its journey for about 20 minutes, with most of you being completely lost by the conversation that Kalo keeps changing the subject on. So nothing really changes. The car pulls up exactly where Pandora told you to be. There's a couple of police officers guarding the place, and the actual crime scene itself is closed off to the general public with the familiar yellow tape. You all bundle out of the car. You all bundle out of the car, and an officer approaches your group, looks at you all up and down, particularly Armon, and addresses you gruffly. So you must be the specialists we were told about. The place has only been cleared of the body, or, well, what was left of it at least. As we were told, we haven't gone in and done much else ourselves, so if you could try to leave it as best as you could, we'd appreciate it. We do want to do our jobs after all. We've spoken with the shop owners. They all said the buildings were empty, and there are no witnesses there. We've got security footage from one of the shops, but we aren't holding out much hope of anything on it. The angle of the camera was just out of shot of the actual scene. Other than that, it's how we found it. There's no blood, but in this weather, it's impossible to say if it was washed away or there just wasn't any, like most of the other places the Ripper has been.
You removed the corpse?
The corpse had to be removed, or the remains of the corpse had to be removed.
Do you have any pictures?
Not yet. We're still waiting for the autopsy results.
Of the corpse before you removed it?
No.
You didn't take pictures before you removed the corpse?
I don't think you quite understand how little there was to take pictures of.
Yeah, like, they didn't do dick pics, dude.
That's all the more reasons to take pictures, though. Can you describe the way the body was on the...
Do you know what entrails look like?
Yes.
I would if you took a picture.
Imagine pieces of flesh as shaped as entrails upon the floor.
Shredded.
Shredded, torn. dismembered.
So-
All very
so you're
good metal
saying-
names.
You're saying that their entrails became their extrails?
Hey,
You're a
Caleb,
specialist.
buddy. Do you want to go check out? I mean, we may not find anything, but do you want to go with me and check out the computer to look at the surveillance footage?
No.
Surveillance footage is in the police station, I'm afraid.
Oh, is it? Okay. I thought you said that the computer.
I tapped the guy on the shoulder. I said, "You did what you could. Don't bother us."
As you
And I
wish.
walk in.
The police officer turns around, marks at the others, gestures for them to come over, and they stand over by the black car.
I feel like no one gets my movie references. I just don't know what to do about these people.
Does it look? Do we see anything that would identify a struggle?
Before you lies the scene of the murder. It is behind a petrol station, but separated by a large brick wall. A large wooden fence, sorry. The abandoned building beside the scene itself bears no evidence of entry or exit and is left rotting. 2 large red industrial bins stand beside the building at the end of the alley, probably used by the Tubeway sandwich shop chain, the Oxford Framing Gallery, and the Gardener's Opticians that stand on the other side of the brick wall, with a doorway nestled in it. There are scratches deep in one of the walls. Puddles of rainwater lie in the uneven pavement. A pile of assorted debris is outside the abandoned building, behind the wooden fence that borders the Sea Urchin petrol station.
I go over and inspect what's inside the 2 trash bins.
I would like you to make investigation and intelligence difficulty 2, please.
Because I would be following her around everywhere, I would like to assist, please.
So if you want to
I should have
reroll
told
that,
Amon to dig through the trash.
if you want to reroll that with a +1 modifier because you'll getting an assist from Armon.
Re-roll
You
it
can
with a +1?
Yeah, but you can do that for free because you did it without the assist. What did I say? That was difficulty. Yeah, that was difficulty 2. In the bins, you find a receipt from Sundo's coffee chain, dated the night of the murder. Armon recognises it as his family go there often.
I love the confusion on Silence's face all of a sudden.
But it sounded like it said Amon's family goes there often, and I'm like, the fuck?
I look around
Yeah.
to see if I can see any signs of a struggle. Claw marks.
There are deep scratches on the brick wall.
I hold my hand up to them. Do they look like they were possibly human nails?
Intelligence and investigation, difficulty 2, please.
I want to put my hand up there too.
That would be an assist.
He just wants to lay it over top of my hand while it's up there.
I mean, it's a success anyway, so. You find that they are very thin, with still traces of metal left in them. You're able to discern that they were caused by swords or some other bladed weapons.
Amon, come here.
And I walk over.
You seem to be proficient with these types of things. Does this look familiar to you at all?
Do I need to roll anything to be able to tell him that?
Nope, they look extremely familiar to you.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty
I think
familiar.
it's a chainsaw.
These
Not
look like
notched blades.
sword marks. Hmm.
They look like what?
They would not be
They look
notched
like sword
blades.
marks.
Yeah.
Mhm. So whatever caused this was something like this, and I like pop one of my blades out.
So like Wolverine.
A bit.
In this universe, he's called Honey Badger. Thank you.
Okay, interesting. Doctor, have you found anything with your whatever it is you do?
Is there any remnants? Like blood or something like that?
You've got to work harder than that, I'm afraid.
So there's no kind of, I don't see any, well, have they scrubbed the floor? Or is it blood splattered around and...
As the officer said, there's no blood, but in this weather, heavy rain, it's impossible to say if it was washed away or
okay.
there just wasn't any.
I'm sorry, forgot that.
No problemo.
I'll try to find something they haven't removed from body parts. Is there any kind of small...
Where would you like to look? Use the picture as reference.
Yeah. So on the picture we see a dumpster on the right.
Mm-hmm.
The marks on the wall.
Searched. Yeah.
At which part of the building is that?
Marks on the wall are sort of to the right. See the brick wall where where the bins are?
Yeah.
They're on that.
Yeah. So up the trash cans and around there's I think I'll take a look around there.
Intelligence and investigation or awareness. Difficulty 3, please.
Where in reference to the picture is the area where Xavier and I are?
You would probably be in the same sort of general area as Dr. Bowier is at the
Okay.
moment, but a little bit
Okay.
more towards the
I
main
thought.
road. Difficulty of 2. I said difficulty 3, was it, or difficulty 2?
You didn't say anything.
You said 3.
You find stale bread from the Tubeway sandwich shop.
Okay.
There is still another bin there to be searched if you so wish.
Yeah, please.
Same roll again. Investigation and awareness, or no, intelligence plus investigation or awareness. Difficulty 3.
Earn a willpower, reroll that shit.
I'll do a willpower on that.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, it's not me that lost connection this time.
Are you sticking with that one?
Going through all.
Yeah, I'll stick with that.
You find damaged glass lenses from the opticians.
Damaged glass lenses from you fall out a bit.
From the opticians.
Opticians, okay. Now I kind of after 10 minutes of looking, I probably I try to look up. Is there any marks or something up on the buildings on kind of...
The building itself is just covered in rot, dust. doesn't seem to be disturbed. Even the glass windows haven't been shattered, which is very rare in Oxford.
Yeah. Well, I'm a bit baffled, I say. So I'll keep looking around a bit. I won't if other people are having good ideas, I would.
What would Kalo like to do before he probably disconnects? Or possibly has.
Yeah, he definitely has.
Say he looks pretty still there.
My Discord just personally started freaking out as well.
Maybe that's
All the
the
cameras
problem.
disappeared.
There he goes.
Yeah, all the cameras. Yeah.
Kalo, while you're here, quickly, what would you like to do? Apart from kill Discord.
Yeah, I know, right? Where are we again? Like, we're still at the place?
Still at the place. Use the picture and roll 20 for reference. We've had the 3 bins searched.
Yeah. So there's been 3 bins that have been searched?
Mm-hmm.
How many are left?
None.
There's no bins left to search?
Nope. Unlike Star Trek, there are only 3 bins.
Are you sure though? Like,
There
did you make
are
sure to
4
ask
bins.
for like multiple days after a whole lot
If you want to
of,
search the bins again, you're welcome.
No, I'm just fucking around.
Okay.
Let's see.
Would you like us to go to Cedra and then come back to you?
Yeah, probably. Because I mean, like, I've been thinking about it. I'm just not sure exactly what I want to do.
Okay. Cedra.
I searched the wall with the scratch on it for blood.
Intelligence and awareness difficulty of 2, please. Although you don't find anything in particular of note in the actual wall itself, you do notice out of the corner of your eye, glimmering under the streetlights, a leather keyring with 1 key on it. There is a bloodstain on the keyring.
I pick up the keyring.
Is there anything special about the key, or is it just a normal?
It's just a key.
Like, does? Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if maybe it had like something written on it, because some keys do.
Just a small bloodstain on the actual key itself. On the key ring, sorry.
Would there be enough blood for me to use a taste for blood to detect?
There is just barely enough on there for 1 try of taste for blood.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Resolve and blood sorcery, please. Difficulty 3. Oh, Dr. Bowie.
No, I was just kind of.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was in or out of character.
Yes.
Like a man in desert with a drop of water.
I'm sorry, it was resolve in what?
Resolve and blood sorcery. Difficulty of 3. It would be marked on the Roll20 sheet as discipline. Lovely.
Nice.
It is kindred blood. Fairly weak blood potency, around the same as yours.
So there was a vampire involved with us.
Was it a vampire that died?
This is vampire blood, that's all I know.
I mean, didn't we already kind of know that? What with him showing us the claws that look like honey badgers?
Who's the last vampire you saw that had claws that look like honey badgers?
I point at Almond.
Mine ejected like like honey badgers, but it's only 1 solid blade. It's not 3. They're not claws. It's like I'm like Ezio from Assassin's Creed.
I get it.
I never said
Okay,
there were
okay.
3 scratch marks.
Yeah, but you said something about honey badger, and I
Oh
think
yeah, like
everybody
you know,
latched
I was
onto
saying
that.
claws like honey badger.
Yeah,
'cause,
don't
like,
latch on to there being a particular number of scratches. Just assume that there was
Are
one.
you sure? Because there might be 4.
Um,
Oh, a look is worth 1,000 words.
What the fuck are you doing, Kayla?
I'm enjoying myself.
In
Put that
public.
away.
No, different type of enjoying myself. I'm watching all the shenanigans. Shenanigans!
And what shenanigans are you up to investigate the murder scene?
I mean, like, all the electronics were taken to the police station, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll search the bin again. I mean, why not? Like, you know, never hurts to double check a bin.
Intelligence and investigation difficulty 2, please.
Meanwhile, what kind of a key is it?
In what
Is it a
regard?
kind of old? Yeah. Is it a kind of old kind of style, or is it a new modern type of key?
Oh, I would say sort of modern.
House key, car key.
Yeah. Regular sort of house key.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so not like a locker key?
No.
Okay.
You in the bins, you find a thrown-out prescription for spectacles. Armand will notice that they are the same prescription that his wife has.
So hold on. I found what? Run that by me again? Because it kind of...
A thrown-out
I didn't quite
prescription for spectacles. Armand will notice that they are the same prescription that his wife has.
For spectacles?
Glasses. You
Glasses.
uncultured.
Okay.
I
No,
got
I'm just... No, it was... This is what I heard. Like, basically from my end, all I heard was he found a prescription for...
Fucking
That's what it was
glasses,
like.
glasses, spectacles, glasses, eyewear.
Yep, I'm with you. I get you now. I get you. I finally heard the whole word. Sorry for confirming.
Do you share this info, Amon?
No.
Hey, I found some glasses. Well, not really glasses, but I mean, kind of. It's a prescription.
For the same broken eyeglasses that the doctor found?
Oh, which ones did the doctor find?
What's that? Oh, in the bin over there. I thought it was garbage.
I go grab them out of the bin and hold them up.
So,
These are-
who here knows an optometrist? Because I
for the
sure as
record-
fuck don't know how to do optometry.
It was lenses that was found by Dr. Bowier in the bin, not
I don't
the
hold
frames.
them up like that.
Well, I can do an. You can take a look, but there's nobody here, so I can't really.
Well,
You-
I mean, I don't know about that.
are you-
I mean, we're here and we're somebody.
Shibber, on the receipt, the business, is it close by?
Yes, it's one of the 3 businesses that are behind the murder scene.
That and I recognize the prescription and what was it? A receipt for a sandwich shop?
Yes.
Okay. Did I recognize anything else when I dropped out? Because I was gone for like a minute or so.
No, basically
I
all
didn't know.
signs just point to your wife being killed, but
Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm sitting here thinking about that.
okay, so let me ask this. Are we in the alley behind the buildings?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so out loud Xavier's thinking, okay, whoever was in the shop would have been seduced in some way to come around back here at some point.
Or they just threw it in the bin and then they threw the bins out.
Holy
Why are
fuck,
the
he said something
glasses-
sensible.
Why are the glasses in there then?
Well, because I mean, you know. So, out of character, Shiver, you said it was an optometry shop?
Opticians, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you know, if they were an old pair, then why wouldn't they just throw them out?
Because they donate them to
we're
Shriners.
rooting through trash
Well, yeah, exactly. So, I mean,
of
why
multiple places.
Yeah.
Does any of this link together for anybody?
Can I take a look at those lenses? Or did I get a look at the lenses that Dr. Bovier found?
You can if you want.
Is any part of them familiar? Like the shape of them? Because I know I wouldn't be able to tell if the prescription is the same.
I mean, they're just lenses. They look like cracked, broken lenses,
Okay.
glasses.
Um,
There are still more clues to find.
the key. Can I borrow that for a second?
I hand the key to the doctor.
I'll go to the kind of the store and try the key in the door, back door or something like that, and try to. Does it work?
It does not work.
I'll check the doors around the place. So
Oh.
just
They're boarded up, locked, seem undisturbed. Until you
Doctor,
weren't there.
can we all see that key? See if we possibly recognize anything on it?
yeah, sure, please, yeah.
I look at it, I'm sure I don't think I know anything. I hate a Decidra.
While the group is doing stuff, I'm going to not like discreetly in a way that looks suspicious, but I'm going to shoot a text. Just like a hey to my wife.
So you're saying, I said, hey, what's going on?
You get a
Pretty
text back
much.
saying, "Hey, Sugar Plum, what's up?"
Nothing, just checking.
Okay, sweetie, love you, bye. That's how normal couples talk, right? It's not just me and my wife, right?
Oh, no,
I
totally.
mean,
totally.
no, it's totally fine. It's just weird that you're saying it to me.
Why is that weird? I
What?
flirt with
That's
you
so
every
not
day.
weird. Exactly.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
I mean, it's your sugar plum, boo.
but in those instances, you're Shiver, not my wife.
You're married?
I mean, if you think that's weird, you should see me and Cedra going at it. And then we flirt.
Oh,
Sorry.
Shiver gets all flustered. It's adorable.
I could see that.
So, while we are kind of standing around here, I'll. Oh, we lost. He's back.
And there you are being a dick, Discord.
I just picture every time Silence drops out of the call, Kalo just puffs out into a poof of smoke and disappears, and then reforms when he comes back.
That is an actual power.
I know, that's why I'm picturing it that way.
So, the thing is that I would like to try to use my premonition, my Auspex power, to use it with the intent to see, to have a feeling if there's something I have overlooked on this place. Like my gut feeling, there's something here that's out of order.
Does that only detect supernatural things?
No, it's I'll
Click
link.
a button.
Actually, that's
Okay.
quite
That would be quite useful.
So in
What are you going to
in
focus
the
on?
power in the books, it says that while never too precise, these visions can nudge the vampire out of harm's way or reveal a truth previously overlooked. So it's a hunch. I might get a hunch out of this.
What are you going to focus on for that?
It's a crime scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something here, or a direction, or something that's happened that has something with the Ripper case from before, if you understand. If I would like to see check. I'll try to kind of get a vision if this is of the murderer, if you understand.
Based on the previous.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Don't say it like that. I want him to do it.
Why not? I'll try.
All right. Rouse check.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, it's a route check. Right, so
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
And if you'd like to
I'll do
resolve-
a resolve all specs, right?
Please. Yep.
No modifiers, right?
Correct.
My favorite part is I did not hear no modifiers. I heard no motherfuckers, and I was like, damn straight. Then I realized I must have heard incorrectly.
So based on the way that you worded that, you find nothing in particular. However, you do feel drawn to the pile of debris that stands outside the building.
Alongside, right?
Mm-hmm. And
So,
Hmm?
yeah, I'll go and investigate that.
Intelligence and investigation difficulty of 2, please. You find a green lens in the shape of an eye. Although broken, it still has 2 clasps on it where it looked like it would fit to a mask.
Ooh, look at this. I'll oogle the eye.
Can I look? I look at it. Does it look like? Does it look like it belongs to Amen's mask?
You made the joke I wanted to, Cedra.
Yes, it does, Kalo.
Nice.
So I'll kind of go and show it. Oh, look at this! I found something.
Hey, Amen, that kind of looks like yours.
Does.
Do you have something you want to tell us? Like, are you actually
Not that I know
crazy?
of.
Come
Are you actually
on.
crazy and you have a split personality
Yeah.
that's killing people?
Do you remember killing Kalo's dog?
Yeah.
You just had to bring
Okay.
that up again, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It's a thing that happened. I wanted to make sure he was aware it was happening, because if this is him and he has no recollection of it, then he wouldn't have remembered killing your dog. Sorry, Kalo. It's something we needed to
I
know.
zoned out again.
I also didn't tear the dog apart. I just fed on it. Her.
So do you have an
sorry,
impersonator?
fed on her. I hope not. Can I go
You
over
hope
to?
so.
Can I go over to the markings on the wall, and knowing the types of markings well enough, is there a way I could try and figure out, like, not what caused them, but like how? Like, was it a fight or just by the?
Basically doing a ballistics check
Yeah, kind of.
to see which way the angle came from.
Do an investigation and intelligence roll. Difficulty 3, please.
Okay. I click that one.
Thankfully, this is something he's really good at.
It's not.
So you're gonna fuck it up good.
No, I'm not.
Perfect. See, my reverse psychology totally worked.
Oh, that feels good.
Unfortunately, with your lack of expertise in it, you just look at the scratches blankly and go, fucked if I know. However, you do see something that you didn't notice before. A piece of greenish white material, possibly from some cargo trousers or a hoodie.
I check my hoodie and my pants to see if there are any tears or...
As far as I know, you wear black.
That's true. Well, I mean, I do wear cargo pants, but yeah, you're right.
How do you forget what you're wearing?
Well, I didn't think
He's
of
like, you know
color.
what? This shit has gone so fucking weird. I just don't know anymore, man. I just don't know. I could be wearing seafoam green for all I know.
My brain
couldn't-
glossed over the color that he said, and all he said was articles of clothing, and I'm like, that's what I wear.
It is what you wear. That's true.
Just the wrong color. Okay. I think I do have an impersonator.
Dr. Bowier?
How many masks do you have?
Just the one.
I searched
need-
down that part of the alleyway where he found the eyeglass thing at for any traces of spells or occulty things.
Spells or occulty things.
Yep, it's a very technical term.
Anything
Fuck it.
supernatural.
Intelligence plus occult, difficulty
Like-
2, please.
Like the TV
Do
show.
I see anything that goes bump in the night?
Just doodle it.
Do you really go bump in the night, or is it more like bump in the midday when your, mother-in-law scares the shit out of you? I'm just curious.
It depends on when there's an earthquake.
Or that, yeah.
You find a red brick.
What color
Hey, look,
are the
guys, a
walls
red
around
brick!
us?
Yeah, I was about to say, what color are the walls around us again?
Brick red.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, I got a thing. I pull out my phone. Hey, Amon!
Yeah.
As soon as he turns, I take a picture of his face. And then I text it to Harry.
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah.
I text.
was the flash on?
Hold on. I text it to Harry, and I
Yeah,
put
exactly.
how many people you know wear these type of masks. And then I texted to 2 more people. I'll tell you who they were. Give me a second. Then I texted to Steve, who I haven't talked to in a while. Seen many people wear this type of mask? And then I texted to Allison, who I haven't talked to in a while. Hey, how you doing? Hope everything's fine. Recognize this mask? Know anybody else that wears it?
So Alison and Steve send you text back saying, not a clue. However, Harry rings you up.
Oh, God.
He actually
Yes.
calls?
Oh, I
Speakerphone.
love it.
Of course he calls. Oh, thank God.
And for the record, I hate you.
Speakerphone.
Which is worse, Harry or a Valley Girl?
Harry.
Or
No, he loves Harry. Don't let him fool.
Or
We
I mean,
all
just
love
tossing
Harry.
this out there.
You created
Harry
him.
when Kalo is nearby.
Harry.
Hmm.
Just
Okay.
say Harry,
Quick
not
question.
Harry when Kalo's
Quick
nearby.
question for the DM. I remember that my description of my mask helmet says military materials. Does that mean that's where I got it from, or I just made it out of?
You probably, I'm assuming, it's your character that you made it out of military grade materials.
Okay. I was just making sure that I wouldn't know whether or not that maybe there are potential others out there.
Oh, I can quite appreciate you delaying the appearance of Harry.
But I love Harry.
Okay. So Harry,
I mean,
I'm not doing this to be malicious.
No shaving. No
I'm
shaving. Wait,
encouraging it.
hold on. What are we talking about now?
So Harry rings you up.
He's a Nosferatu. He would know if anybody would. Hi, Harry.
Hi, Xavier. It took you so long to answer the phone. What's up? Are you busy? What's going on?
Harry.
How are you? I've missed you.
Hi, Harry. How are you?
Kalo. Hi, Kalo. Hi, Kalo.
Hi, Harry.
Is everyone with you?
And I
Everybody.
just
Hi,
grabbed
Harry.
Caleb.
Hi, everyone.
I
Oh, am I on
grabbed Caleb
speakerphone
and I
then?
walked him
Hi.
away.
1 pound whitefish, Harry.
No thanks. I've got friends.
Are you sure? Because I have a coupon for it. I have no idea what the shit it is, but I got a coupon for like 1 pound of it.
Actually, speaking of whitefish, you should go and see Balo at some point.
What's Balo have to do with whitefish?
All right.
I hate you so
All right.
much.
Can we? Let's focus. Focus. I'll take you off speakerphone. Focus.
Focus.
The mask.
Focus. Yes.
Do you recognize it? Other
Well, it's-
than what Amon wears.
Well, it's funny that you should say that because I saw Amon the other day and he was eating a dog. It was really weird. I don't know why he would eat a dog because, you know, even I've got standards. Rats are plentiful. Rats would you can just sate your hunger on rats as much as you like. They're great things and they're just everywhere. It's brilliant. They're my friends.
I put my hand over the
I
phone
called
and
a big
mute
one
it and
biting.
go, I'm sorry. To Amon.
There was this time that did you know that there are these group of people that I keep seeing around? They have masks on. It's really weird, and these white robes and things. It's very weird. I keep seeing them everywhere. By the way, did you ever check out that smuggling ring that I told you about? Well, how did that go? How are you?
What type of mask? Do they look like cows?
Was that Kalo?
That's always Kalo.
Yeah, they kind of looked a little bit like cows. It was either, you know, some of them looked like they were wearing the sun on their face. But why would you wear the sun on your face? The sun burns us. Everybody knows that. I think that's a really weird thing to do for a vampire, you know. It's because, you know, sun, burn,
Okay,
vampire. It's
but
not good. But yeah,
It
some of them were
sounds
wearing...
very moving.
Harry.
Oh,
Harry,
that's funny. I like the joke there.
Harry.
But I didn't see them murder
Harry.
anyone.
I take Harry off speakerphone. Harry.
Yes? Am I on speakerphone still?
No.
Oh.
The mask that they're wearing, does it look like the one Amon wears?
What, the people in the white robes? No, they're told you.
Yes.
They look like, some of them look like they're wearing cows or like bull masks. I don't know what the difference is between a cow and a bull face.
Okay,
I don't
then
know.
let's forget those people.
Okay, forget what people.
Have you seen anybody wearing a mask like Amon's?
Amon.
Okay, that answers my question. Thank you.
Don't go! I'm so lonely. Please bring me some more friends. The rats are getting
actually,
boring. And the people
why-
that you
why-
brought me the last time, their heads keep rolling off and they don't say much anymore, which is a little bit
Yeah,
disturbing.
they were dead. Harry,
Oh.
while we're at it, actually,
Yes?
you should probably don't feed on rats. There's a virus going around, and you could get really sick.
What is that going to make me even uglier?
No, it'll make you more dead than you are.
More dead than already being dead. That sounds like a fate worse than death.
Yeah. So, yeah, don't do that. Also,
Okay.
be careful because apparently the Ripper's still alive.
The what?
Have a nice night.
I love Harry.
I hate you all so much.
He's my favorite character.
I mean, he's a Nosferatu. I figured he's like a Nosferatu contact. I figured he'd know. Nope.
It was a good idea.
Thanks so much.
I hit
love
up an ex-cop, a gang leader, and a Nosferatu. Somebody's bound to know.
I want to bring up the fact that Shiver's blaming us for making him speak in Harry's voice, but Harry had no information and
Yep.
decided to call Xavier.
Yep.
I have a question.
It's not that he didn't have no information. He had information on what sounds like maybe the cult of Mithras.
Yeah, it's
That's
called-
true.
Which kind of Sidra, did you tell us about the blood type you were tasting?
Yeah. I said it was vampire blood.
And the power kind of approximately our level, right? You did
Yes.
tell that too. Yeah. So we actually might have not the Ripper, as we know, as the cult repair. We might actually see this the Gaki organization fighting the cult of Mithras at this place. If the cult of Mithras masks are made of some sort of the same types, it might actually be a connection there.
I think the
It
first thing we need to
doesn't sound like-
identify is
Yeah, please.
are the Gaki, are they also vampires?
We don't know.
Well, that would be a good thing to know under this assumption that you're having, because I don't see blood here.
No, but we have a remnants from a vampire.
Right. My point is, if you're going to link the two, we need to know for sure. Okay, so either they're vampires or the cult of Mithras are vampires. Because if they're fighting, and this was them fighting, one of them is vampire.
Why can't they both be vampires?
It's very possible too.
Also, the masks from Mithras are nothing like Amon's mask.
What?
Mm-mm.
Why can't neither of them be vampires, though?
How are they draining blood that quickly then, Caleb?
They're draining blood?
Do you see blood anywhere?
No, but that doesn't mean they
It's-
can't clean things up.
They said they found so they're going to leave the body, but no blood?
Maybe. Who knows?
It's also raining.
Werewolves move in mysterious ways.
Yeah, while rain does wash away blood, it doesn't wash away all of it. It would have
Caleb,
puddled
why
up.
did you say
It would have
werewolves?
puddled up around the body.
Well, yeah, I mean, it could be werewolves. They have big nasty claws, and then there's probably a few Fey types that have big nasty claws. I mean,
Well,
why can't
I could
they
say-
put stuff on their big nasty claws so that way it would look
Based-
like strikes?
Caleb, based on the scratches on the building, it wasn't a werewolf.
They weren't claw scratches. They were
They
sword
had
scratches.
metal
Well,
fragments in
there's three of them, and why can't they just put metal over their claws?
them. There's not three of
Wait.
them.
Doesn't the Chinese have these masks everywhere? They use several types of mask in their kind of traditions. Why couldn't it be that mask?
Well, it also wouldn't surprise me if they were wearing them to not contract any of the virus that they're spreading.
That's true, yeah.
And no. What about the Asian types of martial arts? Do they have the claw fight styles?
I'm not I'm not sure where you're getting at here.
Well, the markings on the wall, is it a sword or
Sword.
Wait,
Might
some type
be-
of blade.
Yeah.
okay? So it's not fight the claw. Kind
We don't know.
of no.
So far, we think that we're up against vampire ninjas with gas masks.
Yes.
So everything you aspire to be, Amon.
Sure.
Would you like to do some more investigation of the scene?
While they're talking, I inspect the brick.
Not what I expected, but okay.
I mean, you put a brick out in the
Why
middle
did
of the
I find a brick?
alleyway.
Yeah, she did roll
You-
successes.
Yeah, you roll 4 successes and you find a brick. That brick is important.
Exactly!
That's an interesting way to look at things. Intelligence and awareness, difficulty of 1, please.
I know exactly how this is going to be. It's gonna be hilarious.
That was
Fucking
that was
really?
about to be
That's
bad.
better.
I'm re-rolling that shit.
Yeah, yeah. So you look at the brick, and the brick stares back at you, and it's just a brick. However, because you're still standing by the debris, you notice over in the corner of the dark shadows a dead, presumably stray cat, drained of blood.
Why, Discord? Why?
Cat.
I inspect the cat.
It's a kitty. The poor thing's been drained of blood. It was 2 days away from being adopted.
I pet the dead cat.
Flies and maggots drip out of the corpse.
This one wasn't me, I swear.
Already?
None of this makes any sense.
Did we get information on... I mean, well, they haven't done an autopsy yet. But do we know when this this area, the murder happened?
Within 4 days.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna do an autopsy. The body was in. When I say pieces, I
I know,
don't
but
mean
they'll
like
still,
Dahmer pieces. I mean
they'll
like
still do information to find out, like, time of death, stuff like that.
I don't
could
think they can
probably-
get time of death on entrails.
they probably already got that from deep decomposition.
Potentially.
Well, there is one other thing we have to think about, which might be a possibility, and that is that the cat is a ghoul or something like that.
Was a girl.
I nudged the cat with my foot.
It doesn't do anything. It just sort of squelches a bit.
Think of a stick and a poke.
Pretty sure this cat's dead.
No, but that's kind of the point. If it belonged to the person and was any sort of relevant in any way, it's been killed for a reason, is what the doctor's getting at. So, was it innocent bystander?
Was
River, I don't
I-
recognize the cat. I'm kidding.
Hey, some vampires drink from dogs. Some vampires drink from cats. Still looks like an
One
improvement.
time.
And some vampires use the animals as spies.
Mhm.
I'd like to point out you have exhausted the area of any useful clues.
Oh, thank God.
That's a bummer because none of these make sense.
We have a key. We have an eye, and we have a brick.
Who has the brick? Do you still have the brick, Cedra?
I dropped the brick.
Can I look at the brick?
Okay.
I want to inspect the brick. Does it feel hollow?
I already inspected the brick.
I want to look.
I pick up the brick and hand it to Kalo. Here's the brick.
And I think there's also a decent chance that I probably didn't hear you say that with the whole Discord shenanigans. But nonetheless, I will check it again anyway!
It's a very Kalo thing to do.
Okay. It's a brick.
I knock on
It's
it.
heavy.
I knock on it. I hold it up next to my ear. I shake it.
The only things you hear are the
I
usual voices
lick
in
it.
your head.
I lick it. Does it taste funny?
kind of like
It
mortar.
tastes brickish.
I smell the brick. Does it smell like a brick?
Has a slight metallic smell to it.
I lick the metallic smell.
You lick a smell.
That was a
He is
very
not- he is not
thing to
Octavian.
do.
You dangle your tongue in mid-air, like a snake.
I walk past and bump him on the shoulder with my shoulder when he does that.
So I lick the brick again.
The voices in your head tell you to keep the brick.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the brick.
We should tell Pandora about this.
I walk up to the police officers. Did you guys see the cat?
What cat? We haven't
Okay,
investigated
thank you.
in there. Oh, okay.
Well, you went and cleaned the body up. You didn't just see the cat.
No, we weren't told to look for any cat, just the remnants of a body.
Oh. Sure, you answered my question. So you cleaned up the body and didn't see anything else. That's fine. Thank you.
You will exiting the murder scene?
Yeah,
Okay. You exit the
with a
murder scene.
brick.
The police officers... I love Noskavian, I have to say, I love him. The police officers move back into their original positions,
That's
guarding
hilarious.
around. The black car awaits your entry.
You know, just one day, I would like this shit to be a little more cut and dry.
Where's the fun?
I don't know about you, but I've never heard of dry shit.
Hey, if you don't stay hydrated.
I just love that he says
time of
stuff
night
like
is
that
it?
and just drops out.
I know, right?
What time of night is it?
You've got enough time still, about... Yeah, you've still got a bit of time if you want to do some more wrapping up of things.
Do we want to go back to Pandora tonight, or I guess we should text her before we show up at her house.
I mean, like, I think she probably has seen enough of us tonight. Or maybe that's just me. I'm gonna call her.
Oh God.
Who was calling Pandora?
Kalo?
Captain
Yeah, sorry.
Disconnect.
I know, right?
Okay. So you call Pandora and she answers her phone. Deadline.
I really want to hear what you're saying. I am sorry, Shiver.
Deadline, was that a pun?
Oh
Yeah,
no, it
'cause he
wasn't, but
left.
it is now.
It would be more like an undead line, really.
She picks up the
I
phone.
mean,
Yes, Kalo. What is it?
So, we found a brick.
Congratulations. A few more of those and you can build a house.
I was thinking about that too. But I already have one.
So what
But-
do you need a brick for?
I don't know. We found
Oh,
it
it's-
at the scene with the mutilated person.
Did you have a compulsion to take the brick?
Maybe.
Keep the brick.
Okay.
Is that it?
I think the others want to like drop by to talk about something. I don't know. I was too busy looking at the brick.
There's more, but Kalo.
I'll be in Elysium.
Hey, can you like drop me back off? I need to like make travel arrangements.
You can do the
Travel
travel
arrangements.
You can make the travel arrangements after you've seen me in Elysium.
Thanks, Pandora.
Anything you wish to discuss on the journey to Elysium?
how much can we trust Pandora with?
How much wood could woodchuck chuck a woodchuck could chuck with?
I don't think we have a choice but to trust Pandora. At this point, she knows more about us than we do.
That is true.
The car journey back to Elysium, fairly uneventful, apart from Kalo stroking and talking to his brick.
What? I am so not stroking it.
We should try to find out who
That just sounds
is
weird.
missing from the Camarilla.
The car pulls up outside Elysium, and you exit one by one. The
that there must have been a vampire on the scene, and that vampire must have lost some blood.
Was the kindred the victim or the perpetrator?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
The body was mutilated beyond recognition.
As have
Entrails,
most of the
they
Ripper
said.
murders.
There was a dead cat. Drained.
Drained of blood.
Due to kindred influence, do you believe?
I would assume so. Not many people drain cats of blood.
You'd be surprised what the Nosferatu eat.
And the
Couple- Couple other things. I assume we have them with us. I would assume we would have brought the lens. The lens that appears to be identical to what Amon has on his mask.
It does indeed, doesn't it?
We have a prescription and a receipt for a sandwich.
And there was a gash in the wall made by something that looked like a sword.
Yeah, it had some metal in it.
And what weapons do you use, Armand?
Sorry, and I kind of shake my head a little bit. I use swords primarily.
And where have you been recently?
Nowhere near this place.
Very well.
I guess I forgot to. I'm not saying this out loud. I forgot to tell the group this, but I present the. I mean, I don't know if I think I grabbed them. The tufts of like jacket and cargo pants, and I just present them as like I found these where the marks were on the wall. It looks like somebody might be trying to either imitate me or frame me for something.
And you're sure it's not you?
Yeah, because I don't wear green.
Unless you were disguised, of course.
I wouldn't wear my mask if I was trying to not get recognized.
Which is a good point.
It could also just be a bluff. We don't trust your clanless kind. You could be anything. We will keep an eye on you. Did you ever figure out the rest of the drawing that I showed you?
The drawing.
From the warehouse that you had me investigate.
Is she still talking directly to me, or is she talking to the group again? Okay.
Can you repeat
So
that?
I was like, what?
The drawing that I presented to you earlier. Have you any insight for me?
No. We haven't been able to check it out.
A shame.
Yeah, damn shame. We've been kind of busy.
You think you've been busy?
Could you just kind of reiterate what kind of painting that was? But it just kind of slips my mind.
There you go, you should see it now.
I don't think I was here for this. Can someone fill me in?
No, you were definitely here for this.
I feel like I wasn't, but
This was earlier today.
was it? Oh.
She found a business card to the naked eye. Nobody could see it, but oddly enough, she saw something on it. Remember now?
I don't
Yeah, I guess I just didn't see the sketch.
I can't remember. So, how much?
Well, you've got a good excuse. It's like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning there, so that's fair.
Yeah, well,
can't
I
remember.
really can't remember. Might be that one session I didn't play.
It was today.
Today? What?
Yeah, it was like one of the first things she said.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, we tied up with some other things.
And so the sketch is unfamiliar to you all?
I wish I remember what I took a picture of last week of my phone.
The picture was of the painting.
That's what I thought. I pull up the painting on my phone.
Cain meets Lilith. Yes.
Yeah. Does it?
That's an oil
anything-
painting, right?
I don't think it would fit in with this. This looks more like
Okay.
at least one thing on there is a head.
So I found a business card at one point that had 3 heads on it,
Go on.
and I would have it. No, this is me speaking.
I'm going to assume he said he has it with him.
Yeah, so it's the business card I found. This is me talking. The business card I found in that guy's apartment.
Okay.
So yeah, if somebody had mentioned that looked like a head, I would pull that out and be like, holding it up.
Pandora looks at the card and then looks at you. Where did you see this?
Anarch territory. Some guy's apartment.
Do you know what this is?
Not a clue.
This is very
But it-
bad news. This is
The Gaki!
Bad
This is-
news like Zamiti trying to kill our friend here bad, or...
Bad news as in, this is the mark of the Clan of Death. This is the Hakata
good.
symbol. Where did you find this, you say? Anarch territory.
Yeah, I give her the roundabout address of the apartment building.
In the hands of Kindred or Kine?
Kind. He was,
This was at Anthony's department, right?
yeah,
okay.
he was a favorite of one of the, of somebody down there.
She taps her fingers on the table.
If it's any consolation, same apartment that led us to the art gallery.
What's the name of that clan though? Like you said, it was the Clan of Death.
The Hakata.
Uh,
They are... This is very bad news. They are several clans that have recently reformed into one.
what are the separate clans?
The Giovanni, the Harbinger of Skulls, the remnants of the Cappadocians, and the Nagaraja. If they have come to Oxford, this is extremely bad news. They operate outside of any sect. The Camarilla itself has terms of non-aggression with them. You Anarchs do not. And if they're fucking with them, this is serious news.
Would they have anything to do with the Ripper stuff?
The Clan of Death doesn't bother with such things as trivial murder, and they certainly wouldn't leave traces for us to find. However, your blood smuggling ring does most certainly smell of Giovanni interest. This is of particular worry to me, as most of our blood dolls that we make use of in the Toreador domain used to be of Giovanni import.
heard anything about a virus going around?
I've been watching the news. There's something that's been going around. Yes, why?
I look at Cedra.
We suspect that might be some sort of bait to spread this virus around Kindred.
What we're thinking is, well, actually, that recording Kalo did decipher. Apparently they developed something in China and have brought it here. They're infecting the Khan, and when Kindred feed on them, they're getting sick.
The Clan of Death has no footholding in China or Asia. And certainly making a disease is outside of their capabilities.
Well, what about...
What about the
their
Gaki?
name? Oh, yeah, what about the Gaki?
Where did you hear that?
That recording.
In that same recording.
Pandora looks around. You don't say that word so loudly, especially in Elysium.
You literally asked us to repeat it. Sorry.
I was unaware that that was involved.
Do
you know what they are?
Around shouting that word.
Do you know what they are?
We don't.
Kindred of the East.
And?
She pulls out a piece of paper, looks around again, writes 2 words on it, passes you the paper. The paper says Kwai Jin. They are...
I can't even spell that.
They are not like us, and yet like us. They do not have the same moral standards as us. Tell me more.
They're wanting to take over the territory. They're wanting to wipe out the Camarilla.
They are present here?
They're
Don't know.
gonna be.
That's what if they're not, they're gonna be. They made comment of, and I quote, take all the lands that once belonged to that damn Mithras.
Did you just say Mithras?
Yes, the same people we've been talking about pertaining to the old Rip, or same Ripper.
This is very bad news. You've bring me nothing but bad news today. These are
Well, I figured-
nightmares.
News is good news, you're aware now.
I need to tell the court we can't tolerate Gaki here. And if they're involved with Mithras, then this is something that's extremely troubling. The Hecata on our doorstep, the Kindred of the East, and now Mithras back on the scene.
Mithras has been here.
Mithras himself?
Oh, I don't know. The cult itself. We had done some investigating. Harry, in fact, helped us.
Is Harry still alive?
The doctor and I. Harry is still alive. God, yes. I talked to him earlier. The doctor and I observed a ritual of some kind one night. I tell her the name of the where the church was. It was warded. We couldn't enter in any way. There was a crack in the wall. But apparently, Harry was captured and taken somewhere and observed some things. He was explaining about a warehouse. He wants us to go look at it.
Kwai Jin. Hecata. Cult of Mithras. What have you brought me today?
Sounds like a shit sandwich.
Yes, that's certainly one way to put it. I hope you haven't become involved with these organizations.
Well, considering today we just learned about all this, no.
I need to talk with the court. This is extremely bad. You need to watch your footing.
I think our priority right now is making sure that the people that come under our domain don't have this virus.
If you think that's the most of your worries, with these harbingers of doom knocking on our doorstep, then I value
It's
your
the only
optimism.
worry we can control.
She's got a good point.
You think you can control a disease? One of Eastern origin?
We control who we feed on.
The court must be made aware. This timing is, at the very least, just... We can't be dealing with this. What sort of defense measures do you think you could have in place for yourselves?
I could go out and buy more guns.
Guns won't do much of anything to the Clan of Death, or even the Kuai Jin themselves. The Kuai Jin are powerful, exotic. Dr. Bowie, do you have any insights? You're a medicine man.
We might be able to find or make option for finding the disease and illness in the blood we are drinking, so we can check if that is polluted.
You're so optimistic. Our magics are useless against the Kuai Jin. They get their power from something altogether different.
I find it quite fascinating that you have so low esteem on our powers from
Oh, you amuse me, Doctor.
blood.
You believe you can succeed where others with far more experience than you have failed.
Excuse me. The fuck have you all been figuring this out then? Like, why are we the one telling you about the doomsayers coming to destroy everybody? If you're all so goddamn powerful, go out and figure it out your own goddamn selves. Don't sit here and belittle us.
We know better than you. We know not to fuck around with the Clan of Death. We know better than to stick our noses into the Kuai Jin's business.
We're not fucking around! You told us to stick our nose there.
Yeah, you put us out there instead.
Of course, you're disposable.
Okay, but don't sit here and act like you could have done it yourself. You're afraid.
Damn right we are. These are powers that we haven't had to deal with for quite some time. We were relieved when we thought they had gone. What do you think the Kuai Jin want here?
No fucking idea. It sounds like there's 15 different people fighting over this area. What do the
16
Gaki
if you
want
include
here?
the Anarchs.
Sounds like it's a territory war.
Isn't it always?
This is bigger
Something's
than the
here.
usual territory war.
Something's here in Camarilla territory that seems important to at least one of them. Two of them, I'm sorry. A cult and a group of something like us.
The Cult of
There's
Mithras.
also, if you follow the news, there's also been a lot of preachers and rabbis and such from other denominations that have nothing to do with us that have been coming to us.
Yes. Unfortunately, masquerade breaches do tend to attract the attention of the Second Inquisition. Not blaming you, you've already been dealt with for that, but unfortunately, the Anarchs are not as quiet as us.
Oh, so we're just going to blame this all on the Anarchs. That makes it easy to figure out.
Sea Dreads, what they do.
The Cult of Mithras, however, traditionally are protectors. If you can find them, if you can seek them out, perhaps they might know something, or at least be able to help you. Do you know of any way into the cult?
Not yet. We've had to put everything on the back burner for everything you want us to fucking do. And then you want to sit here and be like, you shouldn't have done that. So should we do this or should we not do this?
Oh, you think I just send you into danger with no reward? If only you knew how well standing you were in the Camarilla now.
That's not my point. If we didn't want to do this, we wouldn't be doing it.
If you didn't want to do this, then you would be dead. An Anarch and a Caitiff, both in Elysia.
You don't threaten me.
I don't. That's what the Constable's for, and the Scourge.
Yeah.
So we have a high standing now.
You have a higher standing. You have been successful in everything the Camarilla has asked of you.
So do you think it's a long time until we'll get a higher status?
How high do you want to be in the Camarilla?
Well, at least escape from the title of a child.
When you become more experienced, I'm sure that will happen. But right now, you're more of the do not kill on sight list.
Well, it's better than the opposite. I have some things to do,
Indeed.
so I think you also have some dire news to tell someone.
We do. We will see how this develops. And if I were you, I would find some way to contact the Cult of Mithras. Is there any other amazing news you wish to descend upon me?
Not when you ask that way.
Says the Diablerist.
Man, you are in a bitchy mood tonight, aren't you?
You've brought me nothing but terrible news tonight.
We
Would you
literally...
have rather us not brought it to you at all?
A fair point. But I'm not.
Also,
You're
our
not the ones who have
intention-
to deliver the news to the court.
We didn't know all of this anyways. So if it's bad, it's bad. We didn't know it. Don't take your aggression out on us.
It's not aggression. It's fear for my unlife. Fear for all our unlives.
Well, let's try to find some ways to try to protect our allies then.
Fairly often in these cases is when we can come together as groups. Do you think the Anarchs might be receptive?
It depends on how you present it to them. With the attitude that this place tends to have, no.
As if the Anarchs are any better.
They're not better. I'm not saying we are better. They're shit people too. But I'm saying if you walk...
At this point, the communication between the Anarchs and the Camarilla seem to rely on our little group.
That too.
We will send an emissary to the Anarchs. The Baron is sometimes receptive. Not often.
The Baron will be somewhat aware of what's going on too.
You have more faith in the Baron than us.
I mean, I have like no faith in you guys.
Have we not provided for you?
Have they not provided for me?
I'm not sure whose car it is you're driving around, but it's certainly not an Anarch car.
No, but it wasn't an Anarch mission I destroyed my vehicle doing either. I appreciate what you're doing. Don't get me wrong. But you can't sit here and shit talk me or my clan when we are helping.
Do you believe that the Brujar are helping?
The clan as a total? No. I mean, they're not intentionally hurting it.
Boundaries have been pushed, but not broken.
Well done, Pandora. I am quite sorry, but I think I will need to retire for tonight.
Yes, as will I, Dr. Boyer. I have heavy news to deliver to the court, and if I'm lucky, I may not lose an arm this time.
Please let us know if there's something we can do.
How good is your sewing?
I have played around with some arms.
I may need to
So-
make use of your services.
Just let me know. I'll bring my sewing kit.
With the prince being so absent, it means I have to deliver the news to the seneschal, and I'm sure you know that that will not be pleasant for me.
I do wish you a good.
And you trust the Seneschal?
No. But he is honor-bound and
comforting.
duty-bound to report any misgivings. He just may not be quite as forgiving as the prince.
For what? Being told the truth?
For being brought bad news. And this is quite
So you
possibly
s-
the worst news.
So you say the prince hasn't been around. What about Shabana?
Shabana stays where Shabana needs to be.
Where's the prince? Not that you have to tell me, but I mean in the sense of, do you know where she is?
I do not. I am no longer
Is that
the
alarming?
prince's favourite. I'm sorry.
Is
what
it
did you say?
alarming? Is it alarming that she's not been around?
Only because of the timing. I can't help but wonder if this is all connected. Now I need something a bit more potent than what I've been drinking. Please fuck off. I need to get into a state.
I down my drink and leave without saying anything.
I'll stand up, do a little bow, as I usually do, and turn around.
I rethink, walk back inside and say, thank you for the drink, and then walk.
The Broshas do their normal thing and just get up and leave.
No, actually, Xavier gets up and leaves, or starts to leave, and Amon's just kind of sitting there, and all of a sudden he realizes that everybody's leaving, and gets up and leaves too. By the way, he did not even touch his drink, or I didn't touch my drink.
Me neither.
I was just sitting there staring off into space the entire time.
Look, I got heated. Your thoughts probably got interrupted by yelling.
Mm.
You just, as you all leave, you hear Pandora shouting, "No, bring me something fucking stronger," as you exit the building. Exit Alicia, your weapons are returned to you. Would you care to retire for the night?
Should we have a small meeting?
Pardon, sorry, Doctor.
Kayla retires for the night.
Ow.
Oh,
Ow.
Lord.
What did you say, Dr. Boyer?
We should plan a bit forward now about the news we got. If we have several ominous groups trying to vie from territory in Oxford, we should all stick around and help each other a lot more than we have before. We should at least make sure that our domain is clean. We should make sure that our haven are safe. And that might take some time. And we need resources. So I just want to, let you guys know that whatever you need me for, I will be there for you.
I think your priority needs to be looking into that ritual.
I will look into it.
If you can get some hand sanitizer and masks from the hospital, that might help.
They say masks don't work in diseases like this.
I'm not a doctor, I don't know.
Just what the professionals say.
If the disease is transferred by blood and drinking blood, no mask will stop it. But for a kind,
Yeah, I meant
maybe.
for kind.
Any last things you wish to discuss for the night?
I pull Amon aside and say, hey, is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just not quite sure what all these clues are adding up to.
It seems to be bothering you quite a bit. Is there something else going on?
Well, if someone's out there using my likeness as a disguise, or even just to frame or impersonate me, then I feel like I need to be the first person to figure this out.
Well, if you find out anything that we don't know, be sure to tell us.
Right.
And on that note, we'll call it a night. Or a day.
It's a night. It's the end of the night.
And we'll be doing another one next week.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you all for coming. Noscavian and Lurkers. I see Lurkers. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Star Helix is here too.
Have a good night.